My brother has been missing for a little over 5.5 years now, and I refuse to give up. Please just retweet. It takes 2 seconds. That's all I ask. His organs were probably sold already, so let it go. You kind of fine, though. Anyone else able to think of anything that would be more stupid or, a worse place to try to pick people up at? Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back into r/iamatotalpos, and if you guys would love to be absolutely amazing and show your support, see another video like this in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and if you have not already, subscribe and turn on those notifications. Alright, let's go. Maskless crowds shout the virus is a hoax outside of the hospital on New Year's Eve. People gathered as hundreds of virus patients fought for their lives inside of the hospital. Yeah, it's not like anybody's there for that reason though, the virus. Nope, it's all a hoax. Yeah, one of you better start coughing up a lung just so everybody can start scattering. Y'all have a lower mental state than the Black Knight from Monty Python.
A scratch? Your arm's off. No, it isn't. Well, what's that then? I've had worse.
A highlight of last week. A lady said I needed a mask to enter the restaurant and use the restroom. I said I don't have a mask. Her, well, I don't make the rules. It's a city ordinance. I said I don't have a mask. Oh, well, here, I have one for you. Gives me a mask. Thanks. Pretend to put it on. I just throw it on the restaurant floor and proceed to use the restroom. Yeah, sorry. I'm especially not going to wear a mask that has been on the floor. Just use the restroom anyways. People like this won't stop you because they are weak and fearful. They could be grateful that your contribution to their business is why they have a job in the first place. You are one customer. They do not give a single flying I can't even say that word, if you leave. And unfortunately, people like this exist. I actually had one of these dudes come into work like, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and the dude tried to justify not wearing a mask to make it seem okay for him to shoplift. If there's anything that the virus has taught us about these trying times, is that it's very easy to spot who's going to be the ones whenever the zombie apocalypse happens to hide their bite marks. I don't like wearing the mask as much as the next person because it fogs up my glasses to no end, but you know what? It's contributing to making it so that I don't have to wear the mask much longer, okay? And you guys aren't helping one single bit. Looking for a face mask that looks normal but is useless for safety. Basically, I want to be able to fool whoever's enforcing face mask. Any product recommendations? Okay, yeah, epoxy, Elmer's glue, rubber cement, Flex Seal, duct tape. Come on. With such a big brain move to have come up to this, you can honestly understand how effective that would be at making the world a better place. That's a beautiful ring. It looks like a floral crown a queen would wear. I did the same thing. The last Christmas I spent with my ex-husband, we were already done, in my mind. He bought me an Apple Watch. On the 26th, I went to the Apple store, returned it, and bought myself the ceramic white one. I wore the heck out of that stuff, and it always signified to me that I would be doing much better without him, and I was right. And LOL, he never mentioned it, but I would catch him looking at my wrist. I also replaced my wedding band, engagement ring, and anniversary band that I wore daily for 15 years with a simple love ring to remind myself that it's okay to love myself and put my happiness first, but also because it physically bothered me to not have a ring on after so many years. I hope that ring brings you the same feeling of self-satisfaction. I'm fairly certain that self-satisfaction doesn't come from stuff that other people did for you or that other people were involved with in order for it to happen. Like, that's kind of like being the person in the group project that does nothing but takes all the credit for it. Like, seriously, for the watch, like, without the trade-in for that watch, you wouldn't be able to have the white one in the first place. Like, seriously, the only thing you did was exchange a product. Imagine trying to flex that. It didn't cost you any money, didn't cost you any hard work or effort to save up the money for that product. Nope, just, okay, here's that, I'll take this. I keep saying he has the money to medically change himself to lose the weight, and a gastric bypass surgery makes it so you feel full after a little bit of food. So for him, it is literally as easy as paying for it. You just gotta love that if you're homeless, buy a house level logic, don't you? Here's the thing, if it's not on insurance, congratulations, you're gonna have to shell out easily thousands of dollars to do this. Plus, that's also not factoring in that you actually can be heavy enough to the point where they can't do the surgery, so you actually actually have to lose some weight on your own first before they can even do the surgery in the first place. Like, it is actually possible for people to be heavy enough where they can't do the surgery safely. 1 month cigarette free, yes!
9 years, mofo. Congratulate yourself after 2 years minimum or be prepared to start the loop again.
Dude, don't you have to go be stupid somewhere else? You're the only person that is ever trying to gatekeep beating a nicotine addiction. Like, it's attitudes like that that get people back on it in the first place. Just because you've been doing it longer than the other person doesn't make that other person any less valid than you. I adopt pit bulls on Craigslist and then put them down. You'll never be able to stop me. I'm keeping children safe. You know, your vet has to be kind of questioning why you keep on coming in here, and eventually they're gonna find out all this stuff, put you on a blacklist of some sort of thing, and probably not allow you to have pets in general, which I honestly really hope they do. When there wasn't enough hand sanitizer, distilleries stepped up. Now they're facing $14,060 fees. Distilleries just learned that to cap off a brutal year, the FDA is charging them a fee normally reserved for drug manufacturing facilities. You know, I have this weirdest feeling that at the very beginning, I think they might have asked, hey, is this thing okay? And then they said, oh yeah, sure, you're fine, and then not told them about this fee towards the end, because I think if they were told they were going to be fine at the end of the year, they probably wouldn't have done it in the first place. Just people taking advantage of other people being generous. Ain't that just lovely? Sounds like you have something against white people, and trying to use my color of my skin as an insult makes you a racist. Doesn't make you look good. Nah, white racism doesn't exist. You're not oppressed. You're not suffering due to skin color. Say what you want. You're beyond effing stupid trying to place yourself on the level of the black community that suffers because of ignorance like yours. So what you're saying is it's perfectly fine because of the color of somebody's skin. Gee, doesn't that sound like a definition of something? If you are going to let your dog doo-doo on our property, at least have the decency to take it with you. There are receptacles on both corners. If you can't afford doggy bags, why do you have an animal? They don't have opposable thumbs. Show some respect. This is a senior citizen's apartment, and this is how you treat your elderly? Warning, rat poison has been strategically placed or hidden around this building. If your dog eats it, so be it. Evil must be met by evil. Okay, just whoever's walking a dog, please clean up after your pet. And for the people that put up this sign, this is not how you get people to respect the elderly. You don't get a little fast pass to being treated nice because you're old. Like seriously, anybody who works retail can guarantee that they've been yelled at from the elderly because they aren't able to do this weird thing that's against their policy because they're old. My teacher posted a pic of all of the teachers on a trip when not following any virus regulations when there's literally a sign behind them that says so. They made us tell a pledge saying, I will follow all virus regulations to keep me and my colleagues safe. If we, the students, are gonna catch the virus, it's because of these teachers. Oh, ain't that lovely. 1 second to give old flipperoni. 5 feet social distance and mask on face coverings required in this facility. Gee, if only there was a sign that helped help everybody be safe. You R'd me. I'm officially accusing you of R-ing me. I expect your offing by 7 p.m. tonight. Thanks for your cooperation. Okay, before this goes any farther, I've never met this person, and I hope never to. Blank has never touched me, and I pray he never will, and I hope he doesn't off himself to prove a childish point. He called me dumb, and I wanted to make a point, that's all. So sorry and thank you. Ah, person on the internet called you dumb. That totally justifies saying something that has the possible potential to ruin their career. You ever come to think it's because of accusations like this is the reason that people who actually come forward with actual instances are not taken seriously or aren't recognized a lot of the time? Because in those instances, then people think, oh, it's just another person coming up with another fake accusation. Oh, that can't take them seriously then. Yeah, no, totally. This was an oops, my bad moment level, wasn't it? At least by your perspective. With a can opener, I said, incredulous. She brought me the can opener and we both stared at it. I realized I'd never taught her to use it. Most cans now have pull tops. I felt like a dope. What kind of apocalypse father doesn't teach his kids how to use a manual can opener? So I said, how do you think this works? She studied it and applied it to the top of the can sideways. She struggled for a while and with a big dramatic sigh said, will you please just open the can? Apocalypse Dad was overjoyed. A teaching moment just dropped in my lap. I said, the little device is designed to do one thing, open cans. Study the parts, study the can, figure out what the the can opener inventor was thinking when they tried to solve this problem. The can opener is also a bottle opener, but I explained that part wasn't relevant. I went back to my jigsaw puzzle as she was next to me, grunting and groaning, trying to get the thing. I should say that spatial orientation, process visualization, and order of operations are not things she intuits. I knew this would be a challenge, but it was a rainy weekend. She felt the tool click over the lip of the can. I saw it in her hands. By that point, she developed a little ritual of addressing the tool to the can, starting with it on a vertical axis and rotating it to the horizontal while clamping down in a single motion, a choreography. She looked at me very expectantly, excitedly. After 6 hours of trying, you don't want to express too much hope. Was this another blind alley? The can had been through heck, a label ripped off, dented, sharpened, and burred. A veteran of 1,000 psychic wars. She knew, though. She set up again, carefully, and brought the swing away to bear on the can of S&W baked beans with this meticulous of Roger Moore, extracting the detonator from an ICBM in The Spy Who Loved Me. A soft pop sound in the room, so different from all the other sound we'd made. She didn't look up. She knew the action. A little baked bean sauce appeared. She savored each twist until the lid, as I hoped it would reward her by standing perfectly at attention, saluting her efforts and ingenuity, as she was elated and carried it to the kitchen in both hands. You let your kid work on a single can of beans for 6 hours. I had only woken up to Twitter being on the tail end of this and everything going on, but seriously, this is messed up. You know, it's not like they could have been really hungry in that instance. But yeah, definitely parent of the year to let your kid who's hungry have to struggle with their food for 6 hours. Like I said, I only got to the tail end of this, and this is the first I'm seeing of this whole Bean Dad thing. If there was more to it that I did miss, please let me know down below. Decided to take advantage of the pandemic, and now I'm selling insulin for $500 a vial. Also decided to include my username, since a lot of people have been claiming we are satire. People out here just starting with the consoles, now they're straight up scalping insulin. What the heck? This is to the lady that I just seen IGE, who rudely told me to put my mask on. I got something to tell you people. A lot of people, including myself, are tired of sheep telling us, we should be wearing a mask. If I don't want to wear a mask, I will not wear a mask. Simple. You don't like it? Tough shot. I will not be spoken to with redness or an attitude. If you're wearing a mask, why are you worried about me? Complete disrespect. You act more like a child than my 3-year-old cousins. If they can wear a mask in public like normal people, then so can you. I'm not sure why you feel that you're above anyone else, but you aren't. Yeah, I'm fairly certain that there are people with this lovely attitude of, you're doing one thing, so I'll do the opposite, and the good old example would be, hey, we're not gonna jump off a cliff, you can't tell me what to do. And I will gladly disrespect anybody who's given somebody else flack about wearing a mask. Like, seriously, you're the problem if you don't put it on your face. You don't want to wear it? Fine. Don't go outside to any place that requires you wear a mask. Like, seriously, these people don't understand that the word mandate is just a shorter term for the word mandatory. And God forbid these lovely geniuses get a dictionary and find out what that word means. And with that, that is going to have to be it with the video. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, see another video like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and if you have not already, subscribe and turn on notifications. I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.